Check out a little size comparison for you between the 10 scale Traxxas Jado to the 8S Outcast. Oh, it's so funny. So look, it makes this thing just seem like a toy, like serious. But guys, it's been 1 year, and you know what that means. It's time to do the 1 year review on the Arrma Outcast. Got to get a big swig here before we head off to the new bash spot. Woo! Oh, wow! Woo! Everyone, welcome back to the channel, the 8S Outcast. I decided to bring it out here because I wanted to, you know, these big cars need some space to run. Wow, the brakes are like really sensitive. I wonder if I can't adjust that on this. Well, let's see. I changed the brake rate down to 90% on this, on the remote, and seems to have calmed it down. Oh man, so 1 year. So what do I like, dislike, what broke, what didn't break on the old 8S Outcast here? So what broke? Quite a lot. Well, I can say a lot, but mostly my biggest complaint with this vehicle is rear axles. I have bent more than my share of back axles on this. I took a bad landing at a skate park, completely destroyed a whole control arm, a hinge pin, this upper linkage here, which why this doesn't have an upper control arm is beyond me. It's supposed to be EXB basher, and it's all held together with this one piece right there. Okay, so when I was at Armageddon, I talked to Avery at M2C. Cause he's got some big axles that he sells, and I told him, I said, really don't do that much like heavy jump with mine, but I still bend them. And he asked about the droop screws, and I'm like, oh, I never set them. I was like, I didn't even notice them. And yeah, these don't have them already installed. You have to do it yourself. So he told me I could either buy his or just get a pair of screws that will fit. And he goes, that should really help, because if you take one of these from the factory, flip it over, I'll show you. What would happen? You could pick this up, and there was a lot of movement here. If you might be able to see, there you can see the screws. Maybe you can see the screws in there, and see how this keeps the arm from going all the way up. So now it doesn't have that sudden movement. He was saying is these things would come down and move so much. There was so much movement. That's what would cause that to bend. So this is kind of my first time out with these. I actually had to replace the back axle because the last time I took it out, I was jumping it at a ramp in the grass, and I still bent an axle. It was hitting the rear shock. But other than that, hopefully right here, the way the body bulges because of the shock tower mounts, that's kind of a problem. Other than that, you know, Arrma's pretty good with these pivot ball suspensions here. For them coming loose, I do have to tighten those up a fair bit, so that's kind of an inconvenience. I don't know, I wish the battery strap system were something better, because it takes forever to strap 2 batteries in this thing. Now, what do I like about it? Oh, it's fun. Very powerful. And I'll say the only other thing probably dislike is the weight. It is extremely heavy for an RC, extremely heavy. But what do I like? Oh, a lot, man. It's still a great RC. I mean, it looks amazing. Oh, cool. Whew. It's got honestly plenty of power. Look at that thing go. Woo! I had to back out of it. I'm not even full power on this thing. So yeah, I mean, it looks great. It runs. It's so strong. Golly, thing's a freaking beast. Like, it just like wants to annihilate everything. So yeah, in a year of ownership, I broke several rear axles, a control arm, a hinge pin, that upper, whatever you call it, stabilizing link. I do wish they would have put a control arm up there, especially you're dealing with something this heavy. I do like they do put enormous fans on the motor and the ESC. Golly, I mean, when I was putting the batteries in this thing, I've been working with such smaller scale stuff for a while. I forgot like how large everything is in these things. Now I will say one downfall to the 8S, other than the weight, is the size. It's a lot of room to store. It's a lot to carry, and you really need like a really nice spot to really enjoy this thing. This is not a backyard car. I mean, I don't want to break it anyway, but really, if you're just going to run in the backyard up and down the street, get the 4S. I mean, the 4S is an amazing, stupid powerful, still what, 55 miles an hour out of that? Or even maybe the 6S, but I would probably just get the 6S if you're more for the heavier type bashing. And don't get me wrong, the plastic chassis one's great for bashing. I feel like that 6S, just the size of it. And I'm talking about Creighton's, this is the only Outcast that has an 8S, so. But they're all, you know, on that same kind of platform. I do have an 8S Creighton. And it's, oh, no. Well, damn. Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that was nice. Look at that, I'm like barely on the throttle. This thing just wheelies. So, I mean, that was kind of the reason they made the Outcast. It's a short wheelbase. It's more of a stunt truck. It wheelies so easy. And that's what I want to do, because I kept hearing the Creighton wouldn't wheelie, but the Creighton does. Oh! Well, I guess I'll find out if the droop screws work, because that probably would have bent an axle. Oh, man. Looking all right. Front axle's got a little bit of a wobble to it, but it's probably like that, I do believe. Yeah, so if you buy one of these, get the droop screws. They are a bit pricey from MTC, but they are good stuff. If you go down to my Amazon store and under RC stuff, there's some screws listed there. Cheap little pack. They're all stainless, and I got ones, if you look, they were like a very flat type head on there. So now I know people probably want to see like the I know I was debating whether to go to my other place and set up the ramp and do some jumping, or come out here, and I just kind of decided out here, because man, this is where you can really just open up an 8S. It's kind of far for me to walk with the ramp to come this far. Oh, that was freaking cool. Ah. So I decided to come out here. I mean, I'm just doing like a, oh no. It's like being at the track. I got to get up here on the hill so I can see around everything. But yeah, the Outcast, really no regrets. Like I said, if you're gonna buy one, just be careful. This is not a kid's toy. This thing is very heavy, very heavy. You run this thing 50 miles into somebody, 50 miles an hour, and you really do some damage. Have the space to store it, have a way of transporting it. Just respect the size and the weight of it. Open space that you can enjoy it. Oh, front bumper mount. Yeah, I got this from Tyson at Garage Life RC because that broke day one. Other than that, I think everything's been okay. Yes, I did break the bumper mount on my review video. First time out, I bumped something and it broke. Oh no. Like I said, I debated on bringing the ramp and doing some jumping, but I think everybody that has these does videos on sending them to skate parks and everything else. Maybe somebody wants to see how good it does running on ground running here. So, but yeah, I'm happy with it. My biggest thing is the weight. Oh, this thing is so heavy. And guy, you know, I was in the Army, retired out, and my back's been about destroyed from it, so it doesn't help. So for me, picking this thing up really hurts. Oh! Brakes are touchy today for some reason. Don't bash. Blast. Guess I should just blast it into the weeds. Oh no! There. Alright everyone, I don't want to make this video too long. So 1 year ownership, man, no regrets. I love it, man. The thing is absolutely mean looking. It is stupid powerful. I've been happy with it, except for, like I said, just constantly bending axles. I don't really have that problem on the Creighton for some reason. But so far, the droop screws seem to be working. So, you know, I mean, Avery's a smart guy. They do this for a living. It was really cool. He told me either buy his screws or just get screws that fit. And, you know, just give me some good advice. And so far, yeah, you know, we've taken a couple tumbles out here. And now, granted, it's not launching it from high up in a ramp, but we shall see. I believe because he even told me, he's like, if you install his axles and don't do the droop screws, you'll bend those as well. And those are some pretty damn solid axles. But yeah, I've been happy with it. It's a great RC. Hopefully I stop bending axles, because those things they're actually CVDs in the back. So you know that just complicates the price of everything. But yeah, pretty happy with it. Other than that, you know, the pivot ball stuff, I wish Arrma would figure out a way so those things don't come loose. Seems like every time I run it, I gotta tighten stuff up. But and the Outcast, after 1 year of ownership, I've probably broken more parts on this than any of my other cars, but nothing major. It's been fun. It's great. Have plenty of room to run it so you can enjoy it, and install the droop screws, and you should be good to go. All right, hope you enjoyed the 1 year review. Thanks for watching. Links down below to save you some money, and got you some affiliate links that help me buy these cars and bring this content to you, and it's greatly appreciated if you use those. See you on the next one.